We are learning the Sefer Pituchei Chotam from Rabbeinu Yaakov Avi Chatzira Zecher Tzadik V'Kodesh Livracha. It is Pרשת Shofטים, and it is Chodesh Elul. So let's get ready. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is so good to us, and He gives us always an opportunity to do Teshuva, to come back. To we mess up, we can come back. It's Kabbalic, such a chesed HaKadosh Baruch Hu does. But it does more than that for us. It gives us a time a year which is Misugal for Teshuva. We're going to come back to this pasuk in a minute. The Torah tells us, Dirshu Hashem bihi matza'ah, Yeshaya Navi tells us, seek out Hashem when He is found. Kira'uhu b'yosei karov. Call out to Him when He is close. Yeah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu He's closer now. That's why there's such a Hasiris at this time of the year to do Teshuva. Where did that Hasiris come from? Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu is closer to us now. Call out to Him. He's close by. So we have to take care. We have to take advantage of this awesome opportunity we have to find HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You know, Teshuva comes together with two other things: Tefila and Tzedaka. Teshuva, Tefila, Tzedaka. That means if Elul is a time of Teshuva, is also a time for Tefila and Tzedaka. And this is it's amazing what Rabbi Yaakov does for us today. He's going to find us the remez in his pasuk that we're going to be laning the Shabbos about Elul. And he's going to show you El is a time of tshuva, but it's in this pasuk. It's going to be Maram's Tefila and Tzedaka. Let's get started with Tzedaka. El tshuva, El is man for Tzedaka. It's brought down in the Swarm. It's a time to marbe b'Tzedaka, to give more charity. If you haven't been giving, start. If you've been giving, give more. You'll see what I mean. So the pasuk tells us tzedek tir v'doif, which literally in context means you should run after justice. And if you run after justice, l'mantichya, in order that you should live, via rashtes haaretz, and inherit the land that Hashem that Hashem has given to you. But we know that tzedek doesn't mean just justice. We see the word tzedaka here. It says Rabbi Yaakov, first of all, this pasuk is a remez to El. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to always remember El. So there are remazim for El. Wherever you look, you can find a remez for El if you know how to look. So Rabbi Yaakov looks at this pasuk and he sees the words, the last letters, the last words in this pasuk. Haaretz asher Hashem alekecha noisein. The Rashi Tevis of Haaretz asher Hashem alekecha noisein equals 67. The gematria of El. So we have a remez already. This pasuk is focused on El. And what do we have to do in El? Tzedaka. Tzedek tirdev. You have to run after tzedaka. Why? Tzedaka is something that can save you from a gezar din of even misa. We give tzedaka so we can live in this world, and tzedaka brings us to the world to come as well. That's the tzedek in the pasuk. Tzedek l'mantichya, give tzedakah so you shall live. Tzedek v'yarashtes haaretz, give tzedakah so you inherit the land, the world to come. If we take the word Elul and you spell it out, each letter is spelled out. So Aleph is spelled Aleph, Elul is Aleph, Lamed, Fei, Lamed, Mem, Daled, Vav, Aleph, Vav, Lamed, Mem, Daled. That's called the milui. That's what you fill Elul with. The gematria of the milui, leaving out the letters Elul, just the milui, is 205. The word hatzedaka, plus one for the word itself, is 205. That means what do you fill Elul with? What's the milui of Elul? Tzedaka. And if you take the full word with the milui, at 205 plus 67, that gives you 272, which is hatzedaka chaim. You give tzedakah, it brings you life. Tzedek tirdaif. In this month of Elul, we have to chase tzedakah. Now we're lucky. We live in a time where tzedakah chases us. Every time you open your mailbox, be it the physical one or your email account, it's filled with opportunity to give tzedakah. So tzedakah now chases us. Because Baruch Hu says, Chevra, it's El, I want you to give tzedakah so you can have chaim. And I want to, if I could add in the double lashon of tzedakah, of tzedek here. Baruch Hashem, we have tzedakahs that we feel comfortable with. We like to support organizations that are close to our heart, and we support. And then there are other tzedakahs, maybe it's a different philosophy. It doesn't shake your fancy. We got into a fight with a guy. Tzedek, tirdaif. In Elul, give your tzedakah, and maybe give the tzedakah you don't usually give to. First remes for Elul. So we got Teshuva and Tzedaka. Now we're going to talk about Tefila, davening, an important ingredient in Tefila and in Teshuva. So Rabbi Yaakov here finds 3 remazim in this pasuk for Tefila. So the first one, he takes Tzedek l'man tichya v'yirash te'es. Okay, so if you would start here, Tzedek l'man tichya v'yirash te'es. The Rashi Tevis are Tzelusa. Tzelusa is Aramaic for davening, like we say in that Tiskabel Tzelusa. Tzelusa is a prayer. The second remez, if you take the other Rashi Tevis of the pasuk, so you start with the first Tzedek Tirdaif, and you go to V'yirashta. Tzedek Tirdaif ha'aretz asher Hashem l'kecha. The Rashi Tevis equal 507, plus 6 for the words, and 2 for 2 kailalim. Not sure how that works. You get 515. 515 is Tefila. That's our second remez to Tefila. Then you take the milui of the word tzedek. Again, that's spelling out each letter in the word. Tzadi, dalis, kuf is 530. Plus 1 is 531. That's a kail. You get he tefila. So we have 3 remazim in this pasuk to Tefila. That's the importance of Tefila in Elul. It's an avodah shebalev. It's hard. 3 times a day. Davening. Focus. Think of who we're davening to. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Just think about that before you start davening. It changes your Tefila. 3 remazim because we have 3 Tefilas that we do a day. Tzedek, Rabbi Yaakov says, is the tefillah that we do Shebiyachid, and then tzedek is chazar sashatz, a focus on tefillah. So we're in Elul, Teshuva, we're doing Teshuva. Tefillah, we're davening. Tzedaka, we're giving tzedaka. And that HaKadosh Baruch Hu should be ma'avir, and that's kol ha'gezeres. Have a wonderful Shabbos.